The video I wasn't supposed to share, but God had other plans. Hi, I'm Dennis Schleicher, and I have to be honest, this video was never meant to exist, at least not for the public. The one you're watching right now, it's a follow-up to something I recorded at the request of church leaders, a testimony for someone I deeply admire, David Archuleta. But that original video, it was private, personal, and somehow it reached thousands. I believe that's not an accident. Actually, because the video was so large on my phone, I couldn't text it to the general authorities and my friends who wanted me to record it for him. So they asked me to upload it to YouTube as unlisted. Later, I said to them, David never watched it, so why don't I bleep out the names of those individuals and re-upload it to YouTube? The backstory. Months ago, some local church leaders asked if I would share my story honestly and vulnerably as a gay man who found peace, purpose, and identity in the gospel of Jesus Christ. The intention was simple. They wanted to share it with David Archuleta. I was honored, humble, nervous, and I agreed. But I made sure to bleep out any names because I wanted to honor the privacy of everyone involved. After I filmed it, I handed it over. I figured that was it, that someone would pass it along, that maybe it would offer peace or clarity to one soul, but nothing happened. The video just sat there, never shared, never sent. Why I left it up? I kept feeling this little nudge, leave it live. It made no sense. This was supposed to be a private testimony, right? But I followed the prompting and I left the video public. And then something unexpected happened. People started finding it, watching it, commenting, messaging, subscribing, said it was the first time they had ever felt seen. Others told me they wept as they watched. And a few said, I'm returning to church because of this. And others said, I thought God hated me until I saw this video. That's when I realized maybe this wasn't just for David. Maybe it was for everyone who's ever questioned if they could be both faithful and different. A message to David Archuleta. If you've ever happened to watch this, please know this. This isn't about me, and it's not even about church leaders. It's about you. It's about your heart. It's about your relationship with Jesus Christ. I honor your vulnerability. I honor your courage, and I honor your pain. I don't pretend to know your path, but I know the one who does. And as I stand here recording this, no filters, but look at this light right here. Is that not amazing? No filters. That's just the light of the sun coming down, which reminds me Jesus and Heavenly Father knows all of us by name. Our first presidency knows you by name. And I believe with every fiber of my soul that there is a place for you in God's kingdom, not in spite of who you are, but because of everything you've experienced and have overcome. God is mindful of every people, whatsoever land they may be in. That's found in Alma chapter 26, verse 37. That includes you, David, and me, and everyone watching. A message to viewers, to the thousands of you who watched that original testimony. Thank you. Whether you found it through YouTube, Instagram, or a late night Google search. You're here for a reason. Maybe you're wrestling. Maybe you felt torn between faith and identity. Maybe you've been told that there's no place for you in the gospel. But I'm here to testify there is. This church isn't just for the picture perfect. It's for seekers, converts, questioners, broken hearts, doubters, dreamers, and yes, it's for gay Christians who love Jesus Christ and want to keep his commandments. If you're holding on by a thread, I want you to know you are not alone. Your thread is enough. What God taught me, leaving that video up taught me something profound. We don't always get to decide how or when our testimony is used. Sometimes God takes what was meant for one and multiplies it for thousands. That's what he does. He multiplies loaves and fishes. He turns mustard seeds into mountains. And sometimes he turns one private video into a lifeline for souls across the globe. Scriptures that sustain me. There are 3 verses that carried me through this experience. One, Isaiah 55, verses 8 through 9. For my thoughts are not my thoughts, neither are your ways my way. Second Nephi chapter 26, verse 33. The Lord inviteth all to come unto him and partake of his goodness. And in John 15, verse 16 states, Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. And here's the truth. I didn't choose this. I didn't choose to leave that video public out of ego or fame. I chose it because God whispered, someone needs this, and I couldn't ignore that. So if you're still watching, if you're still here, it means this message touched you in some way. Maybe you felt invisible in your church. Maybe you felt like God skipped over you. But friend, he didn't. He sees you. He knows you. And he knows your story. And he is not finished with you yet. You have a purpose. You are a divine child of heavenly parents, and you were never meant to walk this path alone. If you felt something today, I invite you to share this video, not because I need more views, but because someone in your life might be silently struggling right now, and they may never step foot in a chapel, but they might press play, and that could change everything. I'm Dennis Schleicher. I joined this church to please God, not people. And I will keep testifying until every person knows that there is room for them in God's plan. Because sometimes what wasn't supposed to be shared becomes the most powerful message of all. And thank you for being here for this. This is something that I put a lot of time into, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And what analytics said on YouTube that caused the other video to be successful is somebody shared it on Cougar Board or something, and a lot of people shared it on X or Twitter and in threads and Facebook and through Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp. And that's what caused YouTube to push that video out even further. So I am humbly grateful for all of you, and especially my channel memberships. Those are helping me rely consistently on an income. It's not much. I only have like maybe 5 or 6 memberships right now, but that $4.99 or $9.99 a month, depending on what tier you're choosing, is really helping me say, okay, this is how much I can rely on getting each month to help me share the gospel and flood social media with the truth.